Seems legit.
Alright guys, I'm gonna do a video on my cart because you guys do all ask me a lot what's in here, so I'm just gonna show you. So first and foremost, this here is a knife magnet block that you can get from like Big W or Spotlight or probably Bunnings. It's just a big heavy magnetic thing. It is stuck on, and I'm holding it so I can do this. It's like double-sided, very strong tape from Bunnings. So I've got 2 strips all the way along, and that holds all my scissors and my clamps. So my clamps always live to the edge because that's just what they do. And then these all flip about wherever I feel like putting them. But they magnetize on really, really well. And we're good to go. These tend to do this a lot, but that's all right. I usually go one of these, one of those, one of these, one of those. But the point is, that is the magnet where all of my knives and extra snips and everything live. Then in the top, these little trays are from Kmart. So this is one big tray, and then this is one of the little trays. They were only a couple of bucks, and it has really helped me to organize the top of this. I have managed to keep it this clean since I put them in, so that's really, really good. So in this first section here, I have got marking implements. So I've got both erasable, so I've got my chalk pen. These two are erasable, and then these are just normal pens. This is one of those like Chinograph pens that'll mark, or pencils that'll mark anything. I mainly got that for like blacks and stuff. Then this is just like random charms. This is my miscellaneous one. These are my refill blades for my knife pen, which is over here. We'll get to that. So this is basically for refill things, and I got this really cute thing from Inklings and the Kraken, so I've just left it there. Next up, we have my piping cord. I've just put it into a ball because it fits better, but piping cord. Now, you guys probably don't need this, but when I cut all of the zipper tape and everything, I have my rubber bands easy access, just because it really is easier. Next up in here, this is my Teflon tape. So I put this on the bottom of any of my metal feet. So if it's not a Teflon foot, I'll put some Teflon tape on so that it will slide over vinyl and just make sewing a whole lot easier. It gets its own space. Then I've got my tags. There's not many in here at the moment, but I make my own tags now, so they live in here for easy access. This space doesn't really have anything, so at the moment I went and bought these really cool little they're supposed to be like a horse bit, and they're just an accent to put on a bag, so I will be using those eventually. Next, these are my little 1-inch pieces of scrap stabilizer. I use these behind magnets and strap connectors to give it like extra stability, and they're just easy to have here handy because I do use them a lot. And I only ever cut them out of like the little scrappy pieces I would otherwise throw in the bin. Next is needles only for this machine. So that machine over there has different needles, and they are actually under here. I'm getting to that. So these are just the different size needles for this machine. I've got my ribbon tags that I get from eBay. I've got my lasered leather or faux leatherette tags that I got from a different company. Up here, these are my grip stickers. I kept a few packets for myself, and they just sit in the corner. These are all my tools. So we've got, well, these two are really. So I've got my electric screwdriver and all the different connectors. This is my knife pen. I've got a screwdriver. These are like clamps that I got to turn through like smaller things, mainly teddies. I got them from a friend. These are all my new sewing awls because I am just obsessed. And this is for the edge paint, which I'm getting to over here. Tweezers, because you usually need tweezers to re-thread my overlocker. Thread zapper, rotary cutter. And this is my knife that my husband made me. I mainly use it to open boxes and stuff. It's very cool. I love this knife. He made it look like a zebra. I love it. Anyway, so that's that. Then in this section here, we have all of my pattern weights. So these gems were a gift, but my child has taken the rest, so I'm down to 3. But I use these and those as pattern weights, and these are my side cutters to remove rivets when I put them in the wrong way or in the wrong spot or whatever. And as you can see, my child's been in here playing. Everything was slightly more organised. These are my edge paints. I do find now that I've got them here, I do use them a lot more. So that's everything in the immediate area of what I use. Now, if we turn this to the side, on the side of my cart, I've got these little S-hooks, and then I've got strap connector ends, zipper overlays, rivet placement templates. I love these things. These are all things I use quite frequently, so I have them here. On the back, we've got some more. So these are to make tassel caps, because I do love a good tassel cap. These are more strap connectors. So I have them in 1 inch and 3/4 of an inch. So I have a lot of them, and that's okay. And then on this side, I put all of my double-sided tapes. So I did have to get my husband to bend these out a little bit so they'd hold them better, but double-sided tape. So I always have the cart facing me like this. So when I'm at my machine, I can just turn, and this is always double-sided tape. The other side is always templates, and scissors are always in front, because scissors is what I use the most. Now, the next 2 layers probably don't look as organized to you, but they're not bad. I mean, I can't keep everything perfect all the time. So these are clearance ribbon stuff that I got from Spotlight. These ones were $4. It does need backing, but I bought these to make really cool straps. So the strapping kind of just lives here. I've then got my needles for my other machine. They're in this weird little plastic thing that something once upon a time came in. I just find it easy to keep them together. And then these are the bobbins for the cylinder arm as well. I did buy this box from, I think it was eBay. It holds the larger bobbins in order, and I kind of have them color blocked. Nothing too serious. I've also got all the extra pieces for the cylinder arm. So this is the binding attachment. And this box here is full of all the other feet. So feet, extra bobbins, these are all the things I've got for the cylinder arm. The rest of this is kind of miscellaneous. So this is to put oil on my bobbin. These bags are there because I didn't have anywhere else to put them, and I do need them to basically have air pockets in bags for the markets. Excess double-sided tape, because we all know I have a lot of everything. My green scraper. And then this has just got some cool red chain. I did use it in a video. I've still got some more. It's just living in a really cool cup that my friend got me for Christmas that the handle broke off. I love it. Anyway, so on the bottom layer, this layer is just kind of miscellaneously nothing. It holds things that I very rarely use. So it's got my template for quilting. This is actually for the cylinder arm. It has a spike that comes out of it. And it spins, so you put, if you buy like full rolls of binding, so like this, if you get a full roll of binding like this, you can put it on and it will twist around and as it pulls, so it won't distort anything. This is my zipper jig that my husband made that I don't use anymore. This is what he wants me to do for his birthday. I have to put that in a frame, so it's just here so I don't lose it or get it dirty. And I've also got my personal stash of fusible fleece. And that's pretty much it in the bottom. So the bottom doesn't get really used very well. But the meter, even though the middle's quite messy still, I should probably get like tubs, like cute little containers or something to sort it out a bit better. But it's essentially cylinder arm stuff and strapping. That's pretty much what goes on in there, and like excess things. But it's the top that I use the most. But I like to have all of the cylinder arm stuff handy for when I go over there, because I'm going to take the cart anyway for all the other things. So it's just handy to have all the different attachments and stuff in there. And that pretty much sums up my cart. I hope this was helpful in your endeavor to try and be more organized like me. I have had this like this for over a month, and I do constantly put everything back because I've got kind of everything sorted. I decided I didn't want this and that too close, because you're more likely to put it in the wrong side. So I've separated them enough that I consciously make the right choice to put it in the right container. I feel like that's helped me a lot. So anyway, good luck with your organizing, and I do hope this has helped. Bye!